fact find whether or not this presence that's above me is a holy moly crocodile, and then fact find additionally, they're going to reverse. I can tell because that's what's taking place right now. Hang on. So they can do that in an instant, but they can't slow this thing down while you're having communication and saying things. Anyway, thorough are they to have accomplished many, many, many things at one time earlier, but they're so fucking dwindled down because this is how they do, to where they're not accomplishing the thorough evaluation assessment of my back spinal cord, the repair of my chakra. There are right now. And they're doing something with the ventricle that goes to your heart and into something. Alice is what they're saying. Okay, the fact finder is to show whether or not holy moly crocodile is going to be a thing to accomplish at the same time, or in order to accomplish the replacement of my whether it's IVs or of use. You know, Jeremy being one that has always professed that he is an of I, they are, cause and effect. These are the ones who are accumulated as heirs. The ears have heirs that are established. Oh, God, damn. These are called I heirs or heirs. Anyway, oh goddamn, this is the sorriest fucking fact find I have ever fucking tried to accomplish ever. Because I'm being bombarded by whatever's on my forehead. See that presence holding on to my forehead right there? That's the front part of a, oh my god. You see the ventricle going down my nose? Yeah, a little different than what you understand, huh? See, look. Look, she's turning around right now talking. I'm going to say this. Don't you try to accomplish holy moly crocodile's up there, and you can see all these flourishes all over my head. Cause a fact finder to find out if it is a necessary thing to occur for holy moly crocodile or holy dolly bowie gully soly dogie, any of the number of things, in order to accomplish the replacement of a fuse or of use in the ear to cause hearing to occur. And the hearing might be different, but the concept is that I'm trying to do binary to achieve a 12-inch cock. Binary being the focal point, hearing being the focal point. Using the ears is also an essential part, and I'm putting that in there. I need the fact find to accomplish an understanding and return information and intel, be informative, and Godspeed. Shown. What was you saying? What was you saying? She said she didn't say nothing. Say, see? You're what? Said I'm in this as a holy moly crocodile candidate. Doesn't keep talking to me, never mind. I gotta wait for my fact finder. cause a understanding for collapsed sphere. Turn sphere off. Pop sphere. Cause and effect. It's stopped. Oh, well then cause a, this in its own way was self-sabotage by them in a masterful way, just so they can show me that I'm not going to get what I want, no matter what. They lingered, made it short and sweet, and caused a whole lot of shit that was very fucking obvious. They knew I would beckon for it. It's like they knew I would go straight to the porn. Not me, but the presences that control and condemn and cause all the fucking bullshit. They're probably out gallivanting, doing whatever, of course, but as it is, they are perceived as singulars who come in and, well, I was on my back. Well, just see how everything turns out. One thing that you do not want to do is fucking piss in the goddamn post toasties while you're trying to accomplish something. But in a way, the way you're conditioned, like me, if I wanted to fucking show venom and rage right now, there ain't no fucking way I could do it. Not a fucking way. No way. So, venom and rage and all this shit sounds good, unique, profound. But main thing is don't piss in the fucking post toasties. Period. And in this, I would be a perception that just caused something that's called a
I can't say the name because I don't want to invoke it. You'd have to wonder how many fucking things I actually say throughout the day, or have said throughout the day, that are causing effects. Imagine if I had sequences factored in that cause a shitload of things to happen on a regular fucking basis. And I was doing it, and it just seemed so fucking natural that body movement, expression, everything. What they accomplished upstairs on the 3rd floor was kind of intense. Just as predestined as anything. They're saying that the ones that are in this are doing things in a very magnificent, masterful way right now. And that I should table this whole thing. And since we can cause the unnumbingness of your fucking forehead and pump you with some goddamn energy and let you fucking focus on getting that goddamn closet fixed. That's what I would have fucking done as soon as I got in this goddamn house, if I wouldn't fucking push towards meth, just so it's clear. Well, we'll accept that. We are the masters. So, meanwhile, I will walk away from this without receiving my chakra fix. My imperative or imperativs that disperse remembrances and all these other things will once again, for months now, go unattended to and unrepaired, despite my continual efforts. I'm just saying. Come on, let me say what I gotta say. It's just fair. The process I were involved in, where there was stuff emulating off my skin, coming from my head, and the thing on my forehead, which is shown still. Holy moly crocodile or whatever, was for a fuse, which is imperative. I thought it was pretty cool. And the showing for the hearing, where I can't hardly fucking hear God. My presence is at all. That's so dappered out. My concept was, let's get it all done at one fucking time. It just doesn't make no sense. Let's do one little bitty thing and fork around with it. To cause what was called hang on, I'm going to put a block perception to say the word sphere, but say, no sphere, cause no sphere. Okay, so to show that this thing were somehow factored in with a showing, because they're in control. My thoughts, everything, my actions. So, I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to. It seemed haphazardous, and in my perception, I saw the severance of many ventricles that were all over this room, indicating that there was all these things taking place. But facts are, there really wasn't. It was a perception. It's imagery right behind your eyes of stuff taking place. And sometimes it's real. It goes with the feelings that you're feeling when we're accomplishing what we're accomplishing. Okay? So, to understand that what is caused when you're receiving a holy moly crocodile is, it's a thing that's up on the ceiling or inset somewhere that peers in straight to the top part of your dome, right center. It stages itself kind of like a spinner and causes this little peg to drop down of energy that's spun at a very, very specific spin, and it hits your dome and sinks into it and causes your brain to go or kind of like an Earth on its axis. These are things that are consistent and factoring in waste not, want not, and the whole night I've spent going through this process, which is something that you should factor in. I've been up all day because the math, cause and effect, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not really supposed to mention that, or They keep bombarding me with the mentioning or whatever, but the fact is, I wouldn't be up. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to even mention that. I will edify this part if necessary. Anyway, they're saying that they will remove the numbness from my forehead and allow me to accomplish what I'm looking at with packing up all this shit. But the taunt earlier was that you ain't getting a motherfucking thing. And that's real. They're going to show that the thing that I caused that's caused all these severances ultimately pissed a lot of people off, you know what I'm saying, when you aren't the one. It's not you. It's not them. It's you know who it is. They're still here. They're right here with us looking at us right now. But fact is, at the very first part of the process, cell phone, the desire, the need. I didn't have a cell phone going when I was upstairs getting all that shit accomplished. The removal of many, many things that were instilled that were magnificent, that just took place today. I was like, dude, y'all didn't add all this stuff just now and know this was going to happen here, and then just cause them to remove it. I was like, that don't make no motherfucking sense. That don't make no motherfucker. 2,000 year predestined? Who the fuck does this shit? That's something to think about. Putting it on blast only because I'm not going to be the fucking one in this looking like a goddamn fool. I've spent a lot of time in this shit, you know, and they venture off and they're here, and when they come in, they go through all kinds of shit trying to get down to the bottom of what it were to have me in the position, and it's a process, and it engages. It engages. It is being built up. It's not perfect. But the experience that you went through was a spun sequence. And all of these are spun sequences. Well, who the fuck spins them? A spinner? I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Ascension takes place very quick. Reascensions take place in a way where somebody's paying attention, I guess. I really can't say much about it, but fact is I went through the very first part, and I was trying to fact find and I still never received a word back because they've already told me that I don't really have any of my authoritative. I mean, I don't. But yet, somehow or another, they convincingly caused this big fucking bubble to occur that severs all these fucking things. I can say shit. I can say, give me a 12-inch fucking dick, or cause an effect for a 12-inch dick, or cause a 12-inch dick, or I wish to have a 12-inch dick. They may fuck around and say you're homosexual, you got a 12-inch dick. But anyway, that wouldn't even happen. So, just something to consider. Fact-finding did not return any information. And based on fact-finder, be it instilled fact-finding this, well, it's going to have to, if it's a fact-finder, it's going to have all the fucking facts in it. Now, people hear something and they'll be like, fact-find. But if you could imagine a fact-finder that's got all the facts in it, and understand that you can actually conversate with that some bitch. Well, it wasn't that way, son. You be trying to be lampposting at 614. Us, you pre, I am. Hold on. All I am, the OT. These are the all it eyes. The elitists. No, they're different. So anyway, they're different. That's right. That's cool. This is something we do. Just understand that this is a little documentary to show that I did not get a fact find return, and I waited for a little while after I sent the first one. I was dumbed down to continuously forget what the fuck I was trying to say. That's not good. Yeah. But I was also in this holding lighters and anyway. The accomplishment is I accomplished nothing, and that's something to them because even now, even though this is commentary and part of my known agenda as the bringer of truth and making sense out of things, because that's one of the things that I'm supposed to do. Time is the essence. Well, if it makes sense, making sense out of stuff. I tried to simplify something and say, let's knock this out and get all these things done at one time so I can put my earphones, have the healing and everything occur, because they can do it all in a very brief period of time. And they can apply the binary and all of the stuff fully refurbished, because they said I'm in training. They said everything's been dwindled down while in training, while coming to these known understandings, so it does not make any sense not to hook me deep, bring me not only to my full integrity and my whole lineage, because they said they were going to purge every ventricle of the Raid Ions deliverance cables, to understand the ones that were inside those deliverance cables that were large polyps. Like if I was a highly favored candidate who 7 or 12 years ago was really big, and the son was like, what the fuck is that one right there? Let me go check this out. See, indicators show that the ones that are within the sun that are poof, yoked up big are the ones that would be prime candidates, because they've been eating fat, you know what I mean? So they got a lot of something right there. Muscle. Now, muscle comes from what we are in many different ways that are seen and not seen. We ain't gonna put the blame game on any one person. Although I did hear the name. Good job. So anyway, that was instantaneous. Say nothing. I see you, boy. And that's where we stop. So a blessing, a gift, was shown to be to remove the fucking thing that causes the numbness of my forehead. Okay. So that I could accomplish the cleaning. That was after I got up and caused this holy doly crockadoodly cause and effect that was here and present, and trying to accomplish something somewhat similar to what you can see in the background right there. Just to prove that they stop it right at the front. So, you know, they're saying get behind the train, or it's better to get behind the train than stand in front of it. If you get in back of the train, this is the front. I said it makes more sense to start off from the tailbone and work your way up to the replacement of the chakra, then work your way up the vertebrae, making sure everything's boo. I said very specifically, take the serpentine off that my mom applied the other day. Check for burns and sears and possible need of replenishment of the spinal cord juice, which current runs through on a continual basis, haphazardously, and well, this is a predestined thing. So it's predestined to be this way, then you got to show correctiveness at a certain point. Me seeing this as a point where I get all things accomplished now to where I can actually walk securely in a body that is thoroughly factored out, fixed, and applied a retrofit for all things that are going to be needed in order to cause the balancing and all of that for your moving with what's been applied and what you have understandings and how to apply them. Informative, be informative. Work your way up the spine and then into the Kankun areas or Kunkan areas. Those are very highly used or used way too often. Way too often. And really, don't say anything about that. I saw that quick. I saw it too. I saw it. And this experience is different. Some people's may be different. And I'll leave it at that. But anyway, mind-numbing, caring for having a long life, longevity, and the continual showings that have been in this, that I will be honored with a 70-ish year presence. in this body. 70 from start to finish. The time I was born to, I mean, my dad's 70-something years old. My grandma died when she was in her 70s. And that's what I'll end it with. It just makes sense to follow suit with the spinal cord and replace the things. I didn't get to do the binary. I'm not going to be able to get the binary, and it's considered a prevail to shoo me start packing this shit. We'll slow this stuff down in your head, gain your focus, and that's 7 years with not getting any fucking ever. Not unless you went out and fucking stole it. Which he was being shown block perception and using plight and all these other things to cause an open-mindedness towards simplify and stay alive and, survivalist, getting what you need when you need it. Anyway, there's a lot more to it. That's pretty much where I'll leave it. Peace.